pull up to my bumper, baby. That's what they say in the song, isn't it, Tyler?
What song is that?
What song is that? I don't know. Maybe it's just a dream I had. Right, today, Land Rover Freelander 2. We are going to take the rear bumper off. Why are we taking the rear bumper off? We're taking the rear bumper off to make a video because someone's asked us to make a video. We don't actually need to take the bumper off, but why would people need to take their bumper off? We're having a quick discussion. It could be damaged. You could be replacing it. You could be fitting a tow bar. You could be fixing your parking sensors. Now, if you're doing the parking sensors, I've done a bit of a practice so I look good, Tyler. Tyler, I'm going to look good to Tyler and you lot because I've had a little practice, but we haven't taken the bumper off yet. When you take the rear light out, which is one thing we've got to do, you can reach in and get to some of the parking sensors without taking the bumper off. So I might have saved you some time. Right, I am going to do a rattle super quick what you need to do so that if you haven't got time and you're quickly and you just want to know, right, what you've got to do is you've got to open your boot. You have got to take your light out by undoing these two screws. That gives you a screw at the top of the bumper here. You undo that one. Then you've got to come down. There are two bolts coming in here. Bam, bam. You've got to peel back the wheel arch, get those two. Then you've got a series of screws underneath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, coloured in orange there. Then you've got to come up here. You've got to rip this plastic cover up and you've got some fittings along the top. Right, that's what you've got to do if you haven't got time. Right, for those of you at a more leisurely pace, let's get on with it.
Still watching.
Yeah, see?
Some people have picked up.
Yeah, that's all they need. That's it. They're off. They're on a mission. Right, two screws, crosshead, Phillips, whatever you want to call them. Let's have a look at those, Tyre. I'll get you doing some work in a minute. Right, do the lights first because it's the clean bit. And then what you can do is you can get your assistant to do the rest of it because that's the dirty bit. Right. Right, these lights are held in. Come around the other side, Tyler. We've loosened this end. There's two little docky prongy bits there. Now you can get a plastic tool in there, or if you're incredibly strong, you can just pull them off. Like that. Look at that. So you can see these little, or maybe you can't. You can see these little barbed fittings here. Now sometimes these little docks do come out with it. Make sure you've got your two little docks there. Sometimes they go missing. Interesting, can you note, Tyler? This is where we start waffling. So you've got a round one there, and can you see you've got a mouth one there?
Yeah.
That gives you that lateral location, and we know what we're talking about. Right, 2 points without making a rod throwing back. Right, then you've got to disconnect the connector. You've got to press that little bit down there. And then give it a pull. See that? You can see that there. Let everyone look at that little movement-y bit there as I press that. Yeah. Right, there you go. You can give your lights a clean. Actually, that was another reason we said, wasn't it, Tyler? Yeah. Take your bumper off and clean all your back end, as they say. Right then. Torx T25. Right, all those people that just watch the short bit, they won't know the tools they need. You need a 10mm socket and you need a Torx T25. That's all you need. And the crosshead. Torx 25 here. Hammer is needed. I'm going to pick a fight with some plastic fittings later on, or I might leave you two. Right, so that's that. So notice that. So when you're putting them back together, that is different. That's the Torx T25. Right, now what we needed was a torch. That's what I'll use my phone. Right, let's have a look here, Tyler. Let's have a look what we've got going on. So what we can actually do, you come this side. Right, we can see actually, you can start to see some of the fixings, but they're down there. Can you see those two fixings down there on those little cages? That's the back ends of the bolts we've got to get out. Right, so just for information, probably not very good pictorially. You'll see them in a minute anyway. So, right, let's do the, right, hold on Tyler, give me that camera. Right, you can get on the floor and do the, right, crosshead screwdriver. You're doing the bit on the floor. Right, 4, 6. Oh, where's he gone? Oh, look at this. Youth, innit? Snowflake generation. Look, they got to have a little comfy lie down.
You bought it?
I did buy it. Yeah, but I was getting old, Tyler. Oh, all right. So, right, what we've got. So there is a little. I don't remember how to use the camera. So you got a screw at the end there. Right, that's it. Let's have a look at that one. Bosh. Where's the camera gone? There you go. Right, and then there's another. So they're all along this bottom edge here.
4 down here, isn't there?
There's 4 along the back and then 2 in the corners. But we had 1 missing.
I reckon they're all the same.
I reckon they're all the same. We'll have a look. Now, I did loosen these earlier because I took them out to paint them. But they weren't too bad. They're not too rusty considering. Yeah, right. Well, now, for some reason, my last one under there was missing. So,
Someone's done it for us.
the ones we've saved. It's our lightweight modifications. We haven't had this off though, Tyler.
We're going to see a lot of
I was
dirt.
surprised I haven't had a rear bumper off a Freelander 2. Because when we fitted that body kit on the other one, we didn't need to take it off. It just fitted to it. Right then. Okay, so there we go. Well done. Right, so we got that off, that off, that off. Right, Tyler will get that rear light out, and then we'll start. We'll just pull that rear light out, and then we'll get in the wheel arches. Right, so we're getting dirtier now. So what you've got here, we're around the side of the car, the wheel arch. So this wheel arch liner, I think it should have some sort of a screw or something in here, but we haven't got one in. But I think that's just locating this liner. And what you've got to do then, Tyler, is you've got to pull that liner back, and then either side of this fitting, I think, you see there's like 2 little holes cut. There's like a little hole here and a little hole here. It's cut back, and behind there, if we can get, let me have a look. I'll have to get the light all the way around here. Behind in there somewhere, who knows if I'll see it on the camera, there are 2 M10 nuts. So if you get I'll hold that back for you. Hold on, we can have it. Let's see how we can do this. We'll have a bit of light there. I'll hold that back, and you should, with that extension, be able to fit that on there. See your hairstyle, Tyler. Yeah, and that with that long socket, deep reach socket, they're quite long. Now, if these are stiff, you can actually see the other side of the thread through the lamp. So you could put some WD-40 on the back of the thread through the lamp aperture. Yeah. But no, I would add it at the same time. They're not that tight at all. They're hardly tight enough to hold the ratchet. You got 2 of those. Try not to drop them. You haven't got a lot of room to spin your hands, have you? Right, we'll get those 2 out. Yeah, so actually on this side, I did come round earlier and colour them orange so you could see them. So there's one there, and there should be another one there. There you go. Bring the light down, you can just see it. So they're either side of that sort of mud flap fixing, the rear guard fixing. Now, if you had rear mud flaps, you would have to take those off as well. Right, let's keep going, Tyler. Let's get those off. Right, next thing we've got to do is, I nearly forgot, we've got to take off this plastic step. Now, if you get round the back of it, Tyler, and lift the back edge up. No, not round the back that way. You could try that way, but it probably just grab it. All you need to do is grab the back of it there. There you go, and pull that out. So let's have a look how that fits in. So the front edge. Hold on, if you hold it that way up like that, you got it there. Whoop. Right, this edge here has got fittings, and that goes under the back. It's these little poppers here. If I put my finger behind it, they're what needs. Now this one's sort of lost its mojo a bit, but basically you need to pull up. Actually, it's the front edge. You need to pull up and get the camera right. You need to pull that edge up, and then you can sort of slide it out like so. Right, now there are a series of fixings here, Tyler. Let's have a look. Ooh, I'm not very good on this camera. I've lost it. There it goes. Right then, sorry everybody who's watching at home. So these are these 2-part plasticky rivety fittings. And they are, I'm going to see if Tyler can do better than I did. I really struggle with these. They do have a sort of cross head in them, but they're really tricky. So if you want to grab a screwdriver, Tyler, and have a go, there's one in the back there. Yeah, let me see if I can just zoom in on them a bit better here. Yeah, have a go at this one here. I couldn't even get the screwdriver to turn the fitting. You've got the old trim tool underneath it. See, I couldn't get it to grip on it.
Sort of rounded off enough
Yeah, this was the problem I had. And I haven't even had a go at that one. See if you can just rip them out. See if you can just, if you just lever up, how much? Yeah, so they will come out if you just lever them. I think you're going to end up doing that. Yeah, I mean, the other thing I tried was, I tried getting a flat blade in one. But try another one. I think they're just full up with dirt. I tried hammering it in. I tried all sorts of stuff. Yeah, the Torx wasn't going to do it, was it?
Not that yeah, they are just full of dirt.
They are just full of dirt and stuff. You might be able to wash them out or get your toothbrush in them or something. But just see if you can pop them out again, Tyler. Just see if you can just... Yeah, I think it's not too hard now. I think you got the best method there. I'll give you that one. So how many should there be along there? Should be like 6, 3, 4, 5, 5. There you go, 5.
Yeah.
All right. Right, so we've got no washer hoses on a rear bumper, so it's only the parking sensors. Oh, there you go. Right, so grab this side, Tyler, while we're around this side, and just pull the bottom. You want to be pulling this whole edge out from here down to here. Just pull that outwards. Yeah, towards you, towards your face. Right, there you go, like that. Right, and then do the other side. Now, bear in mind, we will have obviously, it's better if there's 2 of you, but I don't want to get dirty.
Just have to do it on your own.
Right, and then if you get the middle and remove it slowly, Tyler, and there will be a connector for the parking sensor somewhere, so go easy. It's in that corner, is it? How did we not see that before?
It might have been underneath.
Yeah, so this is on the right hand side. Right, hold on, let me get round that. Right, we found him. So he's completely caked in mud. So you've got to try and find the bit there, the bit that you press on. So and then you got to try and press that down, press that in, which might be harder because it's so caked. We're probably gonna have to wash, or because I can't push it in, Tyler. There's so much mud in. There you go. Oh, look. So there. Hold on. Oh, my camera work is shoddy. So there we go. That is that, and that is that end of it. But that is the rear bumper removed. So let's have a look what we have got. So we have got the rear bumper there, complete with mud. That's a good dosage of mud. And then obviously the parking sensors. Now, when you've got the light out, I didn't show you this bit, but if you emulate putting your hand in there, Tyler, you can reach this parking sensor here, can't you? Yeah. That's not a problem, but reaching the one under here would be a bit of a bigger ask.
Yeah, not sure.
No.
Not sure I'd quite get it right.
So if you need to pop your parking sensors out, get rid of the chunks of mud, and there's 2 little ears. There's a little ear at the top and bottom, and then if you just gently push, Tyler, push on the sensor, there you go. So that's how you unclip your parking sensors, and then there's a little bit you've got to press there, right at the end, right there next to my thumb. And if I press that, can you extract the parking sensor, Tyler? There you go. So that's how you pull the parking sensor off, and that is a parking sensor. If you need to change one of your parking sensors, that's what you need to do. Right, let's have a look at what we've got on the back of the... Sorry? Yeah, those reflectors just pop out. We've done the video for those. They literally just plop out from the top. You can just lever those out. You don't need to take your bumper off for that. They just pull out. So we'll give it a clean. So you've got your rear crash protection member along there. We'll put the part number on the screen for those little plastic clips that we sort of we could reuse those actually, I think we'll be fine. But as you can see, we'll give all this a clean, and we'll just show you what it all looks clean. We'll just clean all these rear light housing, clean the rear bumper, and we'll just put it all back together, knowing it's all clean. Right, so we've given it all a wash out now, so you can see it's all looking a lot cleaner, all the bodywork there. So any rust that might have started, I can't see any spots of rust. There's one little spot. Tyler spotted some damage. There's like a plastic under panel here, and you can see it's got a crack in it here. See that? So we'll have to have a look what that panel is there. All the rear crash protectors are fine. There's just a little bit of potential. I don't know if that's surface rust or almost damage there. I don't know where that's come from. So we're all looking good up in there. Anything else we spotted, Tyler? That was about it, really, wasn't it? So we can put that all back together.
This came off when we washed it.
Oh yeah, there was a little rubbery sort of foamy strip along the top of here that was come off. Bumpers all right. Look, you can actually see the wiring loom's got colour. Look, there's a bit of a surprise to us. Look, there we go. It's all the parking sensor holders. Got all that washed and clean. We like just to clean everything. That's what I was going to show you. Yeah. So you can see where the 2 bolts go. So on the side, you've got where you pull it out. You've got this little docking rail with these little sort of slopes and these grips. And then the 2 bolts that we took out come through these 2 holes here, and they bolt into the bumper. So if any of this is broken, this whole dock assembly here is one piece. You've got 1, 2, 3. So if any of this, if you've got a damaged car, this bracket might be broken. They're relatively inexpensive, those. So there we go. There's our connector. That's what it should look like without all the. We'll put some WD-40 on that before we put all that back together. We'll give it a quick dry, and then we'll just clip all that back together. Right, rear bumper all done. One little note, you can reach inside this right hand side and reach down and unplug that connector, but it might be easier just to lower the bumper like we did. But there we go, we've got all the bumper back on now. He's all super fresh, everything's good in there. Hope it helps.